Well, Roxy's given birth to 3 beautiful baby boys. I checked; they're all boys. Though she messed up my bed pretty bad in my new blankie, but I'm going to gift that blanket to her for now. These guys are all very, very strong, very much stronger than the last litter. They're already walking and crawling. The other litter kind of moved like seals. You can see these legs are turning, which is amazing. This is day 70 since she first had sex. So these guys might have been in there a little bit longer and had more development. But it's terrific how strong these boys are. There may be one more. She had a bloody discharge, which I understand is normal, but there may be another one. You can see the kind of that big sack there, right here, and I don't know if there's a baby in there or just a lot of milk, but she's never had a lot of milk right there, focused right there. So I'm hoping there's a baby that's healthy and maybe the placenta already broke and just isn't coming out. I don't know. I hope I don't have to take Roxy to the hospital. I don't know how I would do that with three pups that she just had, but she had them on the bed in the room that I sleep in. I managed to, I didn't want to hurt her, so when she went out into the living room and laid on a blanket, I didn't want to pick her up, so I used the blanket as a litter that I learned in the military how to do that, and I dragged her into the laundry room, and I put the puppy bed in there for her and a sheet over it, and got Roxy onto the sheet, into the puppy bed, and put up the gate, and she started howling a little bit after that, and I thought maybe she wanted to go out, because I've read that I've been reading a lot about the puppy birth and everything, and I'm no expert, but I did read on one website that sometimes the mother wants to poo and pee, or the more professional term is defecate and urinate before giving birth. So she said, "You want to go outside?" And you can see. You want to go outside? You see how that ear pricked up? And her ears pricked up, and she looked happy when I said that, and she stopped howling. So I let her out from the gate that was up. She jogged into this room, and she came to the bed, and she was like walking around a little bit in the room, and then she came out in front of the bed and looked up at the bed and at me, and I knew I had to very gently pick her up and put her up here, and she proceeded to use my brand new blankie that's really soft and wonderful, and now really gross, and the bath towel over there, and she made a fort that encircled her and covered her, and I read, and I think Sam told me, don't let them be in the blankets, don't let them be wrapped up, they can suffocate. So I said, okay, can't let that happen. So I got rid of the fort, and I flattened out this my blankie, which is now Roxy's. You're welcome, Roxy. That's your giving birth present. I flattened it out, and she spooned with me, and I had very little room to spoon, but I put my head on the pillow over here, and she curled up right against my chest, and I stroked her because she was having contractions, but she wasn't crying, and then I fell asleep, and I woke up. I don't know, maybe half an hour later. I'm not really sure. And there was already a puppy that was slimy and nasty right next to her, but she had already cleaned it. It had already been born, probably about 5 minutes prior. And she was eating the placenta, what I think is a placenta. It was very small, and it looked kind of thick. It actually might have been, I'm praying it wasn't a puppy. I'm pretty sure moms don't eat their puppies. So I'm pretty sure it was a placenta. So now she's got these 3 beautiful baby boys that are already crawling. It's amazing. She alternately lays on some of them, and I'm not really thinking that it's very good for her to lay on them. But I don't know if she's gonna have a 4th, but I hope she does, and I hope they're all healthy and happy. And I need to really make a push I actually put three written. I actually put written offers on 3 different houses in Atlanta. Made some good offers, but they got rejected. My real estate agent really let me down. Not really helping me to negotiate and get the houses I wanted. And in the last one I did, that was in March, and I've had a drop off since then where I haven't made an offer on any house, but I've looked, and now I have to make a bigger push so that I can have Maggie with me and one of these puppies, hopefully. And I've named them so far, because they don't have any official names yet, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, which are biblical figures in the first Testament, the Jewish Testament, which is actually the first Testament for Christians. Have the Old Testament, and the New Testament. So we're talking the Old Testament, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and I think that's pretty cool because they got 3 boys, born at approximately 1:10 p.m., 1:22 p.m. for sure, and 1:53 p.m. They just slid out. They just slid right out, and this is all for right now, and I'm psyched. I'm not happy with this little bloody discharge. I hope there's not a baby still in her, and if there is, I hope it's going to come out and be okay. She's shivering. She worked hard. She deserves to shiver a little bit, but I hope that's a sign of being okay. I let her drink a little bit of water. I brought a little water up to the bed, and she just took a little lick, and that's about it. So a proud uncle and parent to one of these guys, hopefully. And this is David Chatzky, coming to you live from 4635 Longbow Drive, signing off for now.